The laughter still rang in her ears. It wasn't the polite kind either. It was the sharp, stinging kind, echoing off the glass walls of the fancy office like mockery carved into stone. When Miriam sat down in that interview chair, her palms sweaty and hopes high, she had no idea how humiliating it would become. "Sorry, do you even know what SQL is?" The young recruiter smirked, glancing sideways at her colleagues, who suppressed giggles. "No," Miriam admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. "And you're applying for a data analyst role?" He laughed openly now. "This is a tech company." She blinked, nodding, humiliated. The room fell silent, just for a moment, before one of the panelists added, "Thanks for coming. We'll be in touch." They never were. Outside, Miriam leaned against the wall and let the tears fall freely. She didn't care who saw. At 34, divorced and raising 2 kids on her own, this job had been her shot, the one that could pull her out of the slow-burning wreckage of her past. Instead, she left with her dignity in tatters. But that night, while her children slept, she sat at the kitchen table and opened her battered old laptop. She Googled, "What is SQL?" That was day 1. The first weeks were hard. Miriam didn't have time, energy, or even reliable Wi-Fi. But every night, without fail, she studied. Free YouTube tutorials, blog posts, online courses. 1 hour, then 2, then sometimes 3, when the kids' homework was light and the laundry done early. There were no cheers, no applause, no one was watching, but Miriam kept showing up for herself. One day, her son peeked into the kitchen. "Mom, are you doing homework?" She smiled. "Yeah, I guess I am." By month 3, Miriam had learned SQL basics, Python fundamentals, and even dabbled in Excel dashboards. She built small projects, her grocery budget, the family calendar, even a basic dashboard to track her daughter's school performance. Slowly, data began to make sense. Patterns emerged. It became fun. She applied again. No reply. She applied again. 1 interview. No offer. She kept learning. Her social circle didn't understand. "You're wasting time," one friend said. "Just apply for admin jobs." "You're too old to switch careers," another added. But Miriam smiled. She wasn't just applying for a job anymore. She was building a future. By the end of the year, she earned her first certification in data analytics. The little digital badge sat proudly on her LinkedIn profile. Then came a freelance gig, just a 2-week project for a small bakery analyzing customer sales data. She nailed it. That led to another client, then another. Slowly, her confidence grew. She wasn't begging for interviews anymore. People were now messaging her. 3 years later, the office was bright, modern, sleek. Miriam stood by the glass wall, watching the city below. She wore a navy blue blazer, heels, and a calm smile. On her desk sat a resume. The name was familiar, Jason Carter. She remembered him, the same recruiter who had once laughed at her. She didn't feel anger, just an odd sense of symmetry. She flipped through his resume. Not bad, not outstanding either. And yet, she paused. She pressed the intercom button. "Send in Mr. Carter." He entered confident, clearly unaware of who she was. "Nice to meet you," he said, offering a hand. "You too," she said, shaking it firmly. "Tell me, what do you know about SQL?" He chuckled lightly. "A fair bit. I've managed teams that..." She stopped him, smiling. "Let's talk specifics." 10 minutes in, it was clear. He knew the jargon but lacked depth. "I think we're done here," she said kindly. He blinked, confused. "Oh, okay. Will I hear back?" "We'll be in touch," she said with a small smile. As he left, Miriam turned to the window again. The skyline looked the same, but she wasn't. She had climbed silently, daily, persistently. And now she was the one holding the pen, signing contracts, building teams. She knew firsthand what it meant to be underestimated. And she also knew the unstoppable force of someone who refuses to quit, even when no one's watching. Because consistency isn't loud, but it is undefeated.